Crossroads Football Live Preview Show with Sports Director Gino Perez and Sports Reporter Tanya Chalikian. Crossroads Football Live is proudly sponsored by Victoria Dodge Jeep Ram Wagoneer, Palace Bingo, Full Pep, Coastal Bend College, and Frost Bank.
Howdy Crossroads, and welcome to the 2022 Crossroads Football Live Preview Show. I'm Gino Perez, joined by Tanya Chalikian.
We'll take a look at Crossroads area teams from Hallettsville to Refugio and Goliad to El Campo, with schools as big as Victoria East and West and as small as the Victoria homeschool team like the Cobras. We start in Class 2A, which is home to the Shiner Comanches. The back-to-back state champion Comanches are once again the top-ranked team in Class 2A Division I. This year they will be without Doug Brooks, who was the Thunder to brother Dalton Brooks' Lightning. Dalton is back for his senior season and looking to have a three-peat while scoring over 40 touchdowns. He's projected to be the offensive MVP and Player of the Year in Class 2A. Shiner head coach Daniel Bedecker says being a tougher district does not change anything and they need to take it one game at a time.
What we did last year was great, but it's the first conversation we had with the kids. Everybody's starting all over, and we have to do the same. And like everybody else, we're working on the fundamentals of things right now. Working on our footwork, our positioning on where we need to be with our blocks. Our angles on our tackling, just all the little things that are going to be really big down the road.
It's gonna be different. You don't have Doug, and everybody knows who Doug is and what he does. So now we have to come in and we have to play like we have before without him. So that's all we got to do.
Shiner will have to figure out the quarterback situation before week 1 between Drew Wensky and Ryan Peterson. The Comanches look to keep its 30-game win streak alive against the Hallettsville Brahmas in week 1. Who do you think is going to win the battle of quarterback between Ryan and Drew? Honestly,
not sure, but they're both great athletes. They both are starting pitchers and shortstops in the state baseball game. So, it's anyone's game to win, and I'm sure Bedecker will prove that he can pick the right man at quarterback. Now the Refugio Bobcats are ranked number 3 in the state and projected to lose to rivals the Shiner Comanches in the regional quarterfinals and finish with a record of 13-1. This year, Refugio is revamping its entire scheme on both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Refugio head football coach Jason Herring said after the game against Shiner, he decided to change everything and become more a smack-you-in-the-mouth football team. The Bobcats have a battle at the quarterback spot between Keelan Brown and Caleb Hesseltine. Refugio is losing offensive weapons Jordan Kelly and Antoine Gross, but are adding 5-time gold medalist track star Ernest Campbell, who can burn anyone on the field in any given moment.
We've got to get way more physical. I feel like one of the main reasons that we lost to Shiner the last 2 years is they physically dominated us. So we have spent the whole year, since we walked off that field, we spent the whole year revamping our off-season, revamping our weight program, revamping our offense, our defense, our whole mentality. We've got to be a much more physical team on offense and defense to have a chance to match up with those guys.
We got a lot of doubters again this year, but we're just going to put that behind us. What happened last year, put that behind us, and just try to make it run the state.
Refugio defensive back Isaiah Avery is projected to win defensive MVP in the district. The Bobcats opened their season by traveling 3 hours to face the Hitchcock Bulldogs.
Ernest Campbell is called the Flash for good reason, Gino.
Yeah, and having that kind of weapon that can outrun anybody on the field with his 10.3 second 100 dash time is a weapon that anybody would love to have for sure. It's
going to look great on the football field for sure. The Ganeto Indians are coming in ranked in Class 2A as number 16. The Indians are in the toughest district in Class 2A Division I with the top 2 dogs in the state in Refugio and Shiner. Ganeto can easily get lost but are projected to finish 3rd in the district. The Indians have a new head coach in Josh Irvin, who was the offensive coordinator last year. Ganeto is returning 18 starters to their team, including their quarterback and 4-year starter Kyle Perez-Guerrero, whose goal is to get past the 3rd round of playoffs by going through either Shiner or Refugio.
We haven't beat Shiner or Refugio, and we played both of them at least twice in the past 2 years. So that's something that we're looking forward to, is competing with them. So there's a lot of things that we haven't done that we have the potential to do, and that's what not only myself but the rest of the team and the coaching staff are excited about.
We've always been the underdog. Ever since we've been in 3A, we've always been the underdog.
The Indians will travel week 1 to face the Van Vleck Leopards. How much more difficult do you think their district is now that they have Shiner in it?
Well, it's the toughest in the state. I mean, if you're going Class 1A all the way through 6A, it's the toughest in the state. And yeah, they've got, they might shock some people this year though, and maybe get an upset. So if I were Shiner or Frio, I'd be pretty scared. Stay tuned. We have a catch up with the matchups of Class 3A schools like Industrial, Hallettsville, Yoakum, and Edna. That's coming up after the break.